Today's show is pre-recorded.
Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask Hat on, suit on, looking like the Dapper Dawn, giving them all dressed like $1,000,000, things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Oh, yeah, and listening to me. Put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Steve Harvey, why don't you join? Yeah. Steve Harvey, get on, y'all. Better give me some eggs. Why not Steve Harvey? Yeah, join me. Come with me, help me say. You gotta turn it on. Yeah, turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. You gotta turn your radio on. Turn it on. Turn them out. Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Steve Harvey turn them on to the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You're listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only. Steve Harvey. Got a radio show. Man, yeah, I do. Man, God been good to me. Man, he been so good to me. Wow. And you know why I say it like that, what makes it amazing is because it's been in spite of myself. I mean, you know what I mean by that? I mean that he's been good to me in spite of all the craziness I've done. All the foolishness I've gotten myself involved with, and not only but knowingly got myself involved with. All of the stupid decisions I've made. Put all that to the side, and he's still been good to me. Bring it all and put it on the plate, and he's still been good to me. Man, that's amazing, man. And I'm sure there's a lot of people that could say the exact same thing. I mean, come on, man. I got you ain't famous. Ain't nobody got no microphone in your face. Nobody ain't got no spotlight on you. Nobody ain't got no camera in your face. Probably ain't nobody blogging about you. But let me tell you something. If you break it down and be real about it, you done something outside the box. You done something, ladies included. You've done something out the box. You woke up and went, what did I do that for? Oh, we've all done it. So with all that said and done, God still loves you, man. God still loves you, still wants the best for you, still considers you his child, and is willing, man, to show you your future. He is willing to show you your life. He is willing to let you take a peek at the blueprint. Man, that's an amazing God right there. Cause I know I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I'm glad it's him. You know, today, man, I want to encourage brothers out there. And when I say brothers, I'm talking to everybody that's of the male species. I don't care about your color. I really, really don't. I don't even have time for that in my day. Matter of fact, sometimes when you get to discussing race, I just get tired of it sometimes. So I just wish, you know, some days I just want to wake up and just do me. You know, I got what the skin tone is. I got that. But I just want to wake up some days and just go on about my business and do me. I don't want to have to deal with it. Sometimes I get tired of talking about the issues. I ain't going to make them go away, but sometimes I get tired. So today I'm talking to brothers, all the brothers of the male species. I'm talking about men. Today, man, if you ain't doing it all, if you're feeling empty, man, start today completing your process and your journey. And you know what I'm saying by that? If there's a part of you that's missing as a man, And now, man, I'm talking to you, so, some ladies listening, but you know what I'm talking about. It's some part of you that's missing as a man. If you ain't really been in touch with your kids like you're supposed to. Now, for whatever the reason is, and please know, I do understand how sometimes women can use children as pawns. It happens all the time. I've been through it, man. I know what it feels like, man, to want to do something, but because you ain't got this or you ain't doing this, then I ain't gonna let you have this. You got to fight through, fellas. You got to fight through. You got to fulfill your end of the deal. And I got how difficult they making it. I got how, man, it's going to come with some drama, but you got to fight through it. Because, man, we need fathers to be fathers. That's really what we need. If you're a man out there and you are a father of a child, we need you to do your job. I'm talking about our community, our situation, us as a people, all of us. We need you to be a father. Period. Now, hey, man, I ain't coming down on you. I'm just your boy. I'm your man. And I've been in the same predicament and the same hole myself, where I couldn't get to them, where they were used as pawns, where they were told things about me that wasn't even true. I've been through it. You can't see them. You don't come over. Okay, I got all that. You ain't sent this. You ain't, okay, hey, got all that. If you can call them sometimes, tell them you're thinking about them. Tell them you love them. If you can get a letter to them, if you can get a message to your children through one of your relatives, start the process today. Be a father. It's your job. Now, because you ignoring him, or you acting like they ain't over there, or you done backed them out of your mind because the situation got too difficult, I got that. I got that. But you got to step up and be fathers. You got to write a letter. You got to send the money. If she talking about if you don't send all the money, you ain't going to send. Send what you got. If taking it over there is too much drama, send it through a relative. Give it to a mama. Give it to a sister. Ask her to take it over there and do something for the baby. Cause, okay, you can't deal with the drama. I got that. And I know it's much to pay when you have to deal with that. Because clearly I know hell have no fury like a woman scorned. Please know I know that. Please know. And that's a real statement. That ain't no saying Steve got. That's the truth. So, but do what you got to do. Sometimes you have to apologize. Sometimes an apology goes a long way to your children. Just say, look, because I've made this apology before. Hey, man, look, I'm sorry. I wasn't there for you. I was out grinding and hustling, and I wasn't paying attention to you. And I should have been. And I apologize. Now, imagine, man, there's days where you was telling people I was your father up at the school and they wasn't believing you. I apologize for sending you through that. But now, man, I tell you what, I made some mistakes and I got it together. I want me and you to move forward as father and son. I want me and you to move forward as father and daughter. I want to be in your life. Now, I ain't got a lot, but guess what? I know a lot. Because if you a man and you a father, please know you know something that child don't know. You have information. You have experience. That's all they need sometimes, to have somebody to talk to. That daughter of yours just needs to know from her daddy, how should a man treat me, Dad? What should I look for in a man? See, they'll take that information from you because they know it's coming from the right place. And then you know that your son needs you because you know how difficult it is if you're trying to be a man without your daddy. You already know how funky that is right there. So come on, man, admit your mistakes and move forward. Call your kids, write a letter. Get a phone number on them. Send a text. Drop a message. Send a note up to the school. Do something, man. If those of us that are fathers would just be fathers, I could shut the mentoring camp down. Now, I would say I apologize because I don't want you to think I'm coming down on you, but I've been through this myself. I ain't really coming down. I'm just reminding you. This is our job. These are our children. This is our responsibility. We are men. There is no excuses. You don't get cut a break on that one. Sorry.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let me make this announcement that it's morning again. He did it again. It's morning again. Do you realize that he has done it again? There's nothing you can do about it. You can't stop that sun from coming up. You can't stop it from setting. You can't stop time. You can't affect the tide. Time and tide waits on no man. Crystal clear. I don't understand how there are people who are still questioning whether there's a God or not, when the evidence is everywhere. The wind that blows, where it comes from. What you trying to tell me, science? The oceans that got created, that just came from science. The mountains, the meadows, the valleys, the flowering, the seasons, all of it, polar bears, anything. Polar bears, panda bears. Where they come from? If ain't no God, how come all the bears ain't white? Why you got brown bears, black bears, black and white bears? Why you got grizzly bears? Why you got that? Black bears. Well, what? It's just too much evidence, man. Horizon, sunsets, cloud cover. You ever seen the sunset look the same twice? Nope. Ever seen cloud cover that was the exact same? Nope. Ever seen two clouds shaped alike? Nope. Ever seen a body of water that looked the same every single day? No. It's just too much evidence, man. Steve Harvey Morning Show, Shirley Strawberry, Carla Farrell, Mississippi Monica Jr., and the legend that is nephew Tommy Jr.
We voting right now. We voting. Everybody's voting and everything. But I'm just curious on how you would do this. If you was president, you could pick your cabinet amongst us. What positions and roles would we have in your cabinet if you were president?
Monica would be the Minister of Education because she got the most degrees. I'd make her the Minister of Education. She got the most degrees. Carla would be in charge of HUD, housing and urban development. We're gonna keep her right in the hood.
Good. Yeah, right with my people. Yes. Yeah.
I'd put Tommy's cheap ass in charge of finance because he's stingy as hell. Yeah. We'll reduce the debt because he don't buy nothing unless it's on sale. Or the only thing he bought new was that damn house. I was surprised when he bought that Chateau new. That shocked me because that boy go buy a used car in a heartbeat.
Hold on though. I ain't the vice president.
Oh no, hell no. Hell no. I gotta have somebody in there help me. I gotta have somebody in here help me.
What is Shirley doing?
Lord have mercy. That's the hard cabinet position because, gotta have her somewhere bougie just in like that.
I want a new job too.
She would be an ambassador to like a country that don't count,
Make her do something with foods.
Hell no. Kill all them people over there.
Coming up 32 minutes after the hour. Run that prank back with the nephew right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now to run that prank back with the nephew. What you got for us, Neff?
We're gonna run it back, Shirley. This is draws at the retirement home. Draws at the retirement home. What, dog?
On the other break when we was picking cabinet members and you was asking me why you weren't the vice president if I picked the cabinet, that's why right there. That you just said. That's why.
What is wrong with that? What you want? Draws at the White House?
You comfortable?
What you want?
Well, why would I have a vice president like you? Why would I do that?
Oh. I'm the one that's gonna have your back. I'm the one that's gonna be hitting these other countries and all this other stuff when you don't feel like going. I'm gonna do the stuff that you don't want to do. And knowing you, it's gonna be a lot that you don't want to do as president. And it would behoove you to let me do a lot so you can keep your presidency. Because if you do it, we're going to be done in about 6 weeks. You ain't going to last.
Well, you are right about that because a lot of the presidential stuff I really don't care about.
Big word, VP. Behoove. Go ahead, VP.
Boo-hoo. I've been saying boo-hoo since high school. What is you talking about? What is your position again? What is you on the cabinet? You over hood?
You know what? I'm going to be White House press secretary, take questions and cuss people out.
Administration put down.
Nah.
All right. Here we go. Let's go. Draws at the retirement home. Cat Dog, if you would. This is coming from the vice president. Draws at the retirement home. Let's go. Hello?
Yo.
Oh, yeah. Who's this?
Who is this?
This is attorney David.
David who?
Uh-huh.
All right, this is Anthony.
Anthony, I was giving you a call. You used to work at the senior center, am I right?
Yes.
Okay, we got a bit of a problem here. Are you familiar with Miss
Miss
Yes.
Yes.
Older lady a Caucasian lady that's here at the center?
Yes.
Okay, now we got a problem. I know you retired in December, but there's cleaning up her room. There's been some men's underwear found here, and she's saying that it's yours.
Well, then you got a problem because I don't know where the lady live at.
No, here at the center, sir. They're claiming that.
Well, then at the center, you find the ladies and men underwear said it was mine or whoever and whatever. Now, I don't waste my time with that. If you're going to call somebody, get it straightened out. But don't waste my time with you. Have a nice day.
Wait just a minute, sir. I don't want to have to get officials to come down there.
Hello?
Yes, sir, Mr. Listen, I want to try to do this without your wife finding out, but I got a few questions I need to ask.
You tell your wife to puppy you, man. Don't mess with me. You're wasting my time.
Come on. Call it back, dog.
Hey, this is Doris. Please enjoy the music until I answer your call.
That's right.
Hello?
Doris, it's Tom.
Yes.
Boy, he didn't cuss us out, but he keep hanging up. So, so I need you to help me out. I want you to call from your phone. And put us on three-way and say, hey, you need to talk to these people.
Okay. Hello?
Hello?
This is Doris. Tony's right here. I told him about the situation with so I just want him to clear it up so you can stop calling him, okay?
Clear up.
Yes, this is attorney David. Is he available where I can speak with him?
Sure. Hold on a second. Attorney David.
David who? Hello.
Hello, Mr. Tony, Anthony?
Yeah.
Could you possibly tell me what's going on, why we would find your underwear in Miss in her room?
How you know it wasn't your underwear?
I'm sorry, sir?
I say, how I know it ain't your underwear?
Sir, I didn't work here. The lady is saying that it's actually your underwear that's been in her room here at the retirement home.
Well, man, you got the wrong one. Now, this is a bad time to be messing with me. And where is you at anyway?
Sir, I'm down here at my office right now.
And where your office at?
Do you need to come and see me?
Yeah, I need to come see you. Where your office at?
What seems to be the situation? Because I'm getting a hostile. You're sounding very hostile right now, sir.
Yeah, well, I'm a hostile individual.
Okay.
You calling me something about some old lady? You go call me about somebody. Call me something about one of you said, yo, you know?
Sir, you're gonna watch your tone and you're gonna talk to me like you got some sense.
Man, I ain't got to watch nothing. I'm an old man. I ain't got to do but die. I don't even pay taxes. What you want? You want to do something, you go ahead and only do it, but don't be calling my number no more.
Okay. Well, I want to tell you this, sir.
Yes?
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You have been prank phone called by your girl that's standing right there with you, Doris.
You know what? I ought to kick both of y'all. Why you do that, Tom? What's wrong with you, man? Huh? Man, you know, this ain't no good time for me, man. I don't have time, man. You messing with me. Where you at, man?
Man, I'm in the studio. I'm in New York City, man.
Oh, New York. Well, you get a chance when you going back to Philly. You stop through Trenton. let me holler at you for real. Hey, put your picture on TV so I know what you look like next time I see you.
Oh man,
you got it, but you must don't know this woman. You got the wrong one. You should have had somebody else name. ain't gonna work. This little old woman, man. And I know she couldn't get that off nobody because she's crazy as hell. All right, but I got something for Miss Doris.
Hey, I gotta ask you one more thing, Mr. Anthony. What is the baddest radio show in the land, man?
Man, you know what it is. See you Harvey Morning Show. Show? All right, peace, man.
And there you have it. Draws at the retirement home, and I will be back in another hour. I'll be more ignorant, more stupid, more crazy. The nephew is here holding my position down. Thank you so kindly.
Good trouble. All right, nephew, thank you. Coming up next, it is Ask the CLO with our Chief Love Officer, Steve Harvey, in the building right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour in entertainment news, former First Lady Michelle Obama will headline a voter rally in Atlanta. Former President Jimmy Carter cast his ballot for Kamala Harris weeks after his 100th birthday. And Jay-Z extends his deal with the NFL. Also, the Victoria's Secret fashion show returns with the one and only Tyra Banks. We'll talk about all of these stories at the top of the hour. But right now, it is time to Ask the CLO with the Chief Love Officer, Steve Harvey. This one's from Gia in Norcross. Gia writes, my husband and I are 25. He got caught having sex with an older woman at work. He didn't get fired, but she did. I believed him when he said she forced herself on him. My friends say I'm naive and he's a cheater. Should I stand by him or not?
Let me ask you something. You can use that.
He did.
She forced herself on me. Where? How? You know, the part that's hard about that. But young lady, look, first of all, let me say this. If you want your marriage to work, go ahead and fight through it. He did cheat. That's a fact. That is a fact. He did cheat. I didn't know you could use that one though. She forced herself on me. I've never even tried that one because I know what I have to feel and do to actually be engaged. So right there,
you got to be excited, right?
I'm very. But it's the consent though. Yeah. So young lady, if you're trying to make your marriage work, then go on stand by him. You know, but. Ain't no older woman forced herself on you. He 25. Come on now. He 25.
Force me.
Moving on to Portia in Huntsville. Portia said, I had a fling with a girl I met at church. It was an experimental time for me, and we're still good friends. I'm about to get married, and she asked me if my husband knows about our history. Is this something he would hold against me if I told him?
Why would you tell him?
Stupid.
No, don't tell him. It was experimental stage. Stop running your mouth. Shut up. Be quiet. Go dun, 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 dun. Go on, do the bell song. Walk down that aisle. Get them little flower kids out there. Get you a ring bearer. Don't go in there. No, he don't know, and nor will he. Right. And why are you still talking to her? Right. Does he know our history? We ain't got no history. Do you think he'll hold that against me? Yeah, probably. Why risk it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. You don't have to tell.
And if it ever come up, lie. Right. What?
You're telling her to lie starting off?
Excuse me? She had a fling with a girl she met at church. You don't think it's time to lie? Fling girl at church. What? So this lie, how far out of bounds is this lie gonna be?
Wow.
Don't listen. Just do like Uncle Steve tell you. Keep it to yourself. Don't run in there and start nothing at your house with your man. Mm-hmm. Don't put no ideas in his head that this is how you are. Oh, this is what we doing. No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Moving on to Cassandra in New Haven. Cassandra says, my husband and I went to his niece's wedding, and his toast to the newlyweds was so embarrassing. He talked as if marriage was terrible, and I get on his last nerve. Why would he do it there? Was he joking, or is that how he really feels?
Well, a great joke, and all of us will tell you this, is 90% truth.
Yeah.
He was sitting there, you know. Mm-hmm. You do get on his nerves, though. I can tell you that flat out. Most men have jokes about that, though. Most men who are married have jokes about that. The only person that don't joke about that is Junior right now, because he's newlywed. He don't
She
joke.
said it was so embarrassing.
It should have been. And he was trying to be funny, and it was at your expense.
It didn't work.
You're still married. But you do get on his damn nerves, don't know that.
Last nerve.
That's true.
So
I
he
can
didn't have
assure
to say
you.
all that at the wedding at the toast. He didn't have to say all that.
Well, I got
Well,
all
he
that.
thought about his
Shouldn't have
wedding.
said, but he
He's
said
selfish.
it. Well, don't ask me to toast if you don't want my toast.
To the bride and groom.
Yeah, if you don't want this here and right here, then ask somebody else. Ask Junior.
All right.
Junior probably give a nice toast, but Junior kind of crazy too, so y'all need to
Yeah,
be
don't
careful.
ask me. My toast gonna start with what you do it for.
At the wedding?
Well, don't ask.
So y'all
right.
can't say nothing nice? Really?
What?
We're going to say
Sound
something
like
truthful. We're going to say something.
Oh, now we telling the truth. Oh, okay.
All right,
If you
last
get the right
one.
one, it's wonderful. But you maybe you got to bite into the bad apple a couple times too. Though.
Last one. This is Dornice in Herndon. She writes, my husband is a pushover and I make all of the decisions. I hate when our children talk back to him, and I've told him that they don't respect him. I refuse to be the bad guy all of the time. How do I get him to be more of a disciplinarian?
I'm the direct opposite, so I don't know. You talking
You're not
back.
a pushover.
No.
Kids talking back?
No, I don't know how to.
Nah.
I was talking to my two grandsons the other day. The three of them. I had all three of them lined up. It was BJ, Noah, and Ezra. I had them all lined up. And
How old are we talking?
Now, BJ is you, so.
BJ and Noah the same age. They're 8.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And then Ezra's 5.
And BJ acts just like you. So how did that
I found
go?
out from Jason's kids that they don't never get cussed at. That's what I found out. Because
So
the
you
little
know
Rose
you'd
went over
introduce
to
her.
Nana and said, Nana, tell Papa that Mommy and Daddy don't use bad language when they talking to us. I said, well, your damn daddy ain't here, so
You kept it going.
yeah.
I want to know what BJ said.
BJ was sitting there tearing up. BJ was just batting his eyes.
Why, you were fussing at them? Is that what it was?
Yeah, because they had done something wrong.
And you were
All
disappointed.
3 of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So what's fitting to happen was kind of severe. Little shocking for him,
All right.
He started with, I'm going to beat you. And then,
Coming up at the top of the hour, we'll have some entertainment
Escalated
news
quickly.
for you right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Okay, so Bloomberg is reporting that the NFL has extended its partnership with Rock Nation. This means, ladies and gentlemen, that Jay-Z's team will continue running the halftime show and help coordinate the NFL's social justice efforts. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell gave a nod to Rock Nation at a recent meeting in Atlanta, calling the relationship, quote, mutually positive. The NFL and Rock Nation linked up back in 2019 with a $25 million deal, but it's unclear what the new contract looks like.
Are you all upset? Are you all upset that at this Super Bowl in New Orleans that he chose Kendrick Lamar and
I don't give a damn
people
who
are
owns
saying that Lil Wayne should have been on the show? Does that y'all hip hop people?
y'all hip hop people. I mean, it would be cool to include Lil Wayne in his hometown. You know, I'm not saying that Kendrick can't be there, and I don't think it should be restricted to wherever the artist is from. That's the city where they have to perform in, but it'd be cool to include him as well. Because, I mean, we saw Prince. I mean, Prince did Miami. He from Miami. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it would be nice to
think they'll include him.
Yeah. I think hopefully they did a song together, so maybe so. Maybe so.
I ain't losing no sleep on this at all.
Be down there kicking it either way.
Either way, I just don't care. Can my team make it to the Super Bowl? That's what I'm saying.
You worried about the team.
That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen.
Hey, wait.
You get on over here with the Browns on that train.
Ain't nobody getting over there with them damn Browns. Y'all got too many issues going on.
All right, in other news, former President Jimmy Carter, who said he wanted to live long enough to vote for Kamala Harris in this year's presidential election. Well, that happened. He did just that. Mr. Carter, who recently turned 100 years old, voted yesterday early by mail in his home state of Georgia. Jimmy Carter's son, Chip, said that his father didn't care about turning 100 years old. He only cared about voting for Kamala. Okay?
Nice. All right, Mr. President.
He did that, yeah. Speaking of Georgia, get ready. On October 29th, former First Lady Michelle Obama will appear at an Atlanta rally hosted by When We All Vote, a group dedicated to voter turnout that she founded back in 2018. The October 29th rally comes 2 weeks after early voting began in Georgia, and after that, there will only be a week left until Election Day. Georgia has 16 electoral votes that Harris' campaign is fighting for. Former President Barack Obama went on the campaign trail on Vice President Harris's behalf last week in Pennsylvania, and he will be in Detroit next Tuesday, October 22nd.
Let's go.
They're coming out. Yep, Bill Clinton is stumping for her. Republicans, everybody. So
we got
hopefully we'll do our work and get to those polls and vote for her, and not just Harris, but down ballot. Yeah. That's it. We got to get out and get out to vote. Steve said that's all we have to do.
We have to vote, y'all.
Yeah,
this is go time now. Early voting is on and cracking. Absentee ballots is out there. Look, man, it's go time. We can make a difference in this election. Stop with all this rhetoric about ain't nobody got no black agenda. Stop with all that rhetoric. That ain't how this works. This is politics. Now, Madam Vice President Kamala Harris gave an initiative that she's doing for black men, for small businesses, to help with debt relief and loan relief. All this, she came up with a whole program. She on Breakfast Club with Charlemagne. She's doing everything she can in her power. Donald Trump ain't doing a damn thing. He's just about himself. He has no plan for us, youth. He has no plan for the country. I don't even know, how they let this one guy with these lies, turn the whole Republican Party into what it is today. And what the Republicans need to do is just go on and eat this one. Yeah. Just go on and eat this one. And just say, look, man, let's just so we can rid ourselves of him once and for all. Because the only reason he wants to be president is so these indictments can go away. Because you can't indict a sitting president. I am telling you, that was his whole point in running again, to protect himself. I am telling you, he trying to get this 4 years in so he can excuse himself. All this gonna go away if he president. It ain't gonna take no time for him to do that.
I can't believe
he gonna pardon himself.
Yeah. Why we got to beg our people like this? Why do we have to beg them like this? That's the part that trips me out. We got to beg y'all to get down there to vote.
Like the system works for them. They don't feel like their vote matters. They've bought into that their vote doesn't matter and all of that.
Here's the danger. If you don't vote,
you're not going to believe what's going to happen. You will not believe it. This country is going to take a turn we've never seen before.
You are correct, sir.
Yep. You're right. All right, coming up at 20 minutes after the hour, Vice President Kamala Harris calls out Fox News for diminishing Donald Trump's enemy within comments. We'll talk about that right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
According to the Huffington Post, Vice President and Democratic nominee Kamala Harris was on Fox News yesterday. And during her interview with Bret Baier, she called out Fox News for diminishing Donald Trump's recent comments about the enemy from within. Take a listen.
Sorry, and with all due respect, that clip was not what he has been saying about the enemy within that he has repeated when he's speaking about the American people. That's not what you just showed.
He was asked about that specific...
No, that's not what you just showed. In all fairness and respect to you,
that was the question that we asked him.
You didn't show that, and here's the bottom line. He has repeated it many times, and you and I both know that. And you and I both know that he has talked about turning the American military on the American people. He has talked about going after people who are engaged in peaceful protest. He has talked about locking people up because they disagree with him. This is a democracy. And in a democracy, the President of the United States, in the United States of America, should be willing to be able to handle criticism without saying he'd lock people up for doing it. And this is what is at stake, which is why you have someone like the former chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff saying what Mark Milley has said about Donald Trump being a threat to the United States of America.
Yes, ma'am. Come on. Yes,
she got him straight.
ma'am.
She did.
Yes.
She did. And he kept interrupting her through the interview.
Never let her finish.
No. That's not what we asked. You and I both know.
Yeah.
That ain't what the hell he has said, and he has repeated it. And I mean, you know what, man? If you listen to this woman, you could see, but here's the deal. When my daddy used to always say, if you tell somebody the truth and they don't believe you, it ain't your fault. But here the problem with Fox, though. They repeat false accusations.
Yes, they do.
False claims.
Misinformation.
And they repeat it, and they give it to the people, and they feed it to them in large doses. When you sit up and you are a Fox Network fan, you are not hearing the truth, period.
That's why she wanted to go on there.
Ted Koppel told that to Hannity when he was doing that Hannity interview. And Hannity tried to tell Ted Koppel, I don't think you're giving people enough credit. He said, with all due respect, stop.
Yeah,
you know
I saw
what you're
Ted
doing,
Koppel.
and you're good at what you do.
You're doing.
And you don't disperse the truth. And you know it. And Hannity sat there, because this is Ted Koppel talking.
Yeah. A legend.
See, one thing about men,
legend journalist.
Men know who is. They know who each other is, and they get real respectful when somebody grown talking to their ass. And Hannity, I'm telling you, man, when you talk to a real grown ass man and he gets straight up on you, I'm telling you, man, go sit your little young ass down somewhere. How this work?
Coming up at 34 minutes after the hour, we're going to check your voicemail, Steve, at 877-29-STEVE. Coming up right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now to check your voicemail, Steve, 877-29-STEVE. You can call and leave a message for Steve. You might just hear your call in the air. You ready, Steve?
Yeah.
Here we go. All right, you recently, Steve, talked about your struggle with praying for your enemies. I think that we talked about that recently, maybe as recently as yesterday. Well, a lady left a message with some suggestions for you.
Good morning, Mr. Harvey and the Steve Harvey Morning Crew. I wanted to address what you were saying about praying for your enemies. And I can't tell you what everyone does when it comes to that prayer, but I've learned how to do that, and hopefully it works for me, and maybe I can just give you some insightfulness. When I do my prayer for my enemies, I ask God to help guide them and to please bless them, because in my mind, I'm thinking if they're blessed and if they're receiving the blessings that they want to receive, that takes away from them thinking about things that they can do to me as far as an enemy. Now, I could be wrong, but I'm just saying, as of this point in my life, and I'm 65, that's what I have learned to do, and that's what I'm trying to teach my daughter to do. So I hope this helps you in some kind of way. Other people may pray differently, and maybe I'll learn that. But for right now, that's what I wanted to, let you know. That's how I pray for my enemies. God bless all of you. You are so wonderful, and you bring me so much insightfulness, you and your team, and I listen to you every day. Have a blessed week. Thank you.
Well, ma'am, thank you so much. I think those are very admirable and kind words. I appreciate what you're saying about that. I ain't gonna be able to do that.
I knew it.
I thought about this while you was talking, how you was praying for them that they could get what they want in life, and then if they got what they want, they wouldn't have to be worried about you. Well, see, that ain't how I kind of see it. I really want them to continue to do it out, because what you ain't finna do is try to take from me and then I give you something. Like, you just kind of hard me. I don't like take, hate, and give love. That ain't how I work. I don't know, because the scripture clearly talking to me when it says, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. So I'm assuming that when you start hating on me, that must be what you want done to you. I'm just going that's on that scripture right street. There. So,
it's a two-way.
Yeah, I'm figuring the Bible says, "Do unto others as you would have them do unto you." So if you come at me with hate, I'm assuming that's what you're here for.
Hate match hate.
Now I also know that the Bible could possibly mean that if somebody hates on you, do unto them as you would have them do unto you, and that is to give them love, because that's what I would want somebody to do to me. But if you want love, then give love. Stop all this hate. I don't know how to fix haters. I just don't see praying for them as the key.
Treat others how you want to be treated.
So,
but if they ain't treating you right.
If you mistreat me, that must be what you came over here for. And I got it for you in buckets. In buckets, partner. That's what you want, Junior.
I have about how long into when she was talking did you quit listening? How long did it take?
No, I listened the entire time. She was very pleasant. For her, I can understand how that would work. I could see her point. I can see her point. I think she was spot on, and that works for her. You got to find what works for you. Now, I'll start praying for my enemies if I could see something happen to them first. That'll probably help me. Like, if I could see something happen to them first, then I'll probably go, okay, that's enough. Thank you, Lord.
You need to know your prayers are working.
Get them up out the gutter, pick them up out the gutter, dust them off. Anyway, go ahead. Thank you for that call, ma'am. Very, very helpful.
I did nothing for you, though.
No, I didn't. All right. I was really just going, that's interesting.
That's interesting.
Coming up next, it is the nephew in today's prank phone call right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's my strawberry letter for today. And the subject is, I was hiding the whole time. I was hiding the whole time. We'll find out.
I done been on the bed. I done been in the attic. I done been in a pantry. I done been in some places.
Funny,
hey, dog, remember that time you was over that girl's house and you called me? Talking about her man is in the driveway and they out there talking. I said, dog, what? He in the driveway, and they talking. I think he finna come in. Oh, well. I said, Tommy, do they have a back door? I think so. What the hell you mean think? You need to start looking for this back door right now. If he outside, because if he come in the back, you need to go out the front. Whatever door he use, you need to use the opposite door or furthest way from it.
Yeah. I jumped out the window that day. I remember that.
It's coming back to you.
You know, I wasn't going to tell that part.
I went on a 2-story house.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Jumped his ass right out that window.
I done been in an attic with insulation on me, that pink insulation. Just itching.
Funny you should say attic. Wait till you hear the letter.
I ain't never seen nobody.
Who wrote this letter, Tommy?
Places they ain't supposed to be. He always somewhere he ain't supposed to be, though.
Yeah.
He done had in pantries.
And you always got
to
arrested.
I have told him 100 times. Rule number 1: don't go over nobody's house, though.
I done been on a house with 2 dogs under the house.
Under the house? What kind of house? Where were you?
Shotgun house sitting on bricks. You ain't never been
in the country.
Yeah, in Louisiana for sure.
Cleveland got some. You can go up under the porch in Cleveland too. We had a clubhouse under Butcher's porch.
A whole clubhouse.
A whole clubhouse. You couldn't nobody stand up in it.
I'm trying to figure this out. I'm trying to get a visual. What happened?
He had to crawl in and be seated.
I don't know.
Oh, man.
I tell you the funniest thing I saw was Manny and Lil John got in a fight in the clubhouse one time. Boy, couldn't nobody stand up. That was one of the best fights I ever seen. There was some tussling going on in there.
Crazy. Crazy.
All right, this pranker today is Mr. Wiggins. Mr. Wiggins. Wiggins. Mr. Play the prank here. Wiggins.
Hello?
Hello, hi, my name is George. I'm with Green Lawn Services. We came out and cut your yard yesterday, and we're trying to make sure that you liked everything thoroughly. We cut the front, the back. We also did your hedges, put some mulch in the flower beds, the weed eating in the whole 9 yards, and we also left an invoice on your doorstep. Want to make sure you got that as well.
Y'all cut my yard, man. I walked all around, man. It looked good, but I was trying to figure out who the hell cut it.
Sir, yeah, we cut it as of yesterday. You were actually on our schedule, and we did everything thoroughly. I'm actually just calling as a follow-up.
How the hell I get on your schedule, Doc?
Sir, are you Mr. Malone at 50 Zimmerman?
Hell no, man. I'm Wiggins from 50. Man, you cut the wrong house. That's next door, man.
Yeah.
So I guess you need to put your invoice on their door, partner.
Sir, you're not Mr. Malone at 50 Zimmerman?
Say, man, I just told you I'm 53 and I'm Mr. Wiggins. You done cut the wrong door. Y'all need to go to Mr. Longhouse and get your money because you ain't cut shit. You got the wrong house.
No, sir.
No, y'all coming over here trying to collect no money.
Oh, sir, hold on just a second here. You're saying we didn't...
You done cut the wrong yard.
Sir,
I ain't on no schedule. I ain't tell you come over here and cut and you go over there and talk to Malone, get your money. You can't.
Sir, there's no way we can charge Mr. Malone if we haven't cut his yard. Now, let's just
then you need to take your over there and cut Mr. Malone's yard and put that invoice in his yard. You ain't cut here, partner.
And sir, I understand.
Thing at this house.
Sir,
y'all
listen.
Done cut the wrong yard. You go cut the right yard and get the right that invoice. You ain't got here. You ain't getting thing at this house.
Okay, sir. I say this now.
I didn't call nobody to come cut over here. You go to that house and cut his right and get him the invoice. You ain't getting here, partner.
I understand that, sir. Listen, what I want to say is, we'll go over and we'll take care of Mr. Malone's yard. I understand that we've made a mistake, but I understood you say that you did like the services. So wouldn't it be even right for you to actually go ahead and send the invoice in along with the check since you did like the services?
Well, evidently it seems like your is retarded, because didn't I just tell you you cut the wrong yard, you go over there and cut the right yard and get your money. You ain't got nothing but practice here. You done a good job.
I understand that we cut the wrong yard, sir. I understand that. But you got the services and you like the services. I don't want to have to come out there and get the money from you.
Well, come on if you're coming. Come on if you're coming. I got something for you. Come on over here and get your money.
But you said you liked...
I wouldn't give a if I said the moon was green. You cut the wrong yard, you go get your money from the right. You ain't getting here.
Sir,
I got something for you. You come on over here. You see what you get.
Sir,
y'all done cut the wrong yard and you trying to get my money. You ain't getting here. Now you go get your from the right. You either right next door, go cut that and leave that paper over there.
I'm coming over there.
You want me to start some? I start some. Ain't finna come around here and do no and be charging me no money now. Yeah, I got more heat than hell. Get money if you want to come get it.
You got your yard cut, and we deserve to get our money back. Now
you deserve to get to if you come around here trying to get some money. Now I told you don't cut the wrong yard. Now,
and I'm gonna tell you, don't make me whoop your behind this yard.
You come on then. You come bring your on.
I will whoop your behind in the front yard that just got cut.
You bring your mammy and your pappy and you come try to get this money. I'll put some on you.
Don't you? I got one more thing to tell you. Is you listening?
I don't want to hear now. You come stand up some now. You cut the wrong yard.
I got one more thing to tell you. Is you listening, Mr. Wiggins?
I'm listening.
Look, this is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked. Hello?
What? I know good and well. I sit there and listen to this every morning. Y'all got my...
Look at him. Your boy Gary just pranked you, man.
Oh,
hey.
Yeah, we laughing now, but I'm going to go get...
Let me ask you something, though, man. What is the baddest radio show in the land?
Man, it's the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
And there you have it. Stupid as always. I hope y'all enjoyed it. That right there was Mr. Wiggins. And staying with the W's, I will be at the Wynn Trust Arena this Saturday night, Chicago, Illinois.
What?
Wynn Trust. At the Wynn Trust Arena. Sweetest Day Comedy Jam. That's Bill Bellamy. That is Mark Curry, Tommy Davidson, Lou Nell, Tony Roberts, and yours truly, Nephew Tommy, at the Wynn Trust Arena, Chicago, Illinois. Sweetest Day Comedy Jam. All right, bring your sweeties out. Bring your male sweeties, female sweeties. Bring your sweeties. If you ain't got a sweetie, come on out. You might find you a sweetie. It's a good day to find sweeties.
Wynn Trust in the Windy City.
Yeah. Wynn Trust in the Windy City. What?
That's a lot. It's a mouthful.
Wynn Trust in the Windy City.
We thank you. Coming up next, Strawberry Letter. Subject, I was hiding the whole time. We'll get into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And if you need advice on relationships, dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to Steve Harvey FM and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now. And you never know, it could be yours.
It could be yours. Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is, Strawberry Letter.
Thank you, nephew. Subject, I was hiding the whole time. Dear Stephen Shirley, my husband and I were moving out of a rental house, and I went back to the house to get some of my stuff. I told my side dude to meet me there. We had just met a few days before, so I wanted to spend some one-on-one time with him. He rubbed every inch of my body, and then he lifted me onto the kitchen counter and was kissing me like crazy. Just as we started taking our clothes off, I heard a knock at the door, and I figured it was my nosy neighbor, so I ignored her. I got back-to-back calls from my husband, and I ignored those too. I was trying to hurry up and have sex so I could get home before my husband suspected anything. My side dude had my toes curling, and then we heard someone trying to get in the front door. It was my husband, and he was knocking really hard and calling my name. I ran upstairs and hid in the attic. My side dude went to the front door. I could faintly hear my husband asking for me. My side dude said he's the new tenant and he stopped by to see the house and he's the only And he's the only one there. I didn't even tell him I'm married, but he lied for me anyway. My husband said he was sorry for bothering him. My heart was beating out of my chest, but I wasn't leaving from my hiding place. My side dude called my name many times and searched all over for me. I sat in the attic until he left. When I got home, my husband said he thought he saw my car down the street from our old house, so he stopped by and he met the new tenant. I was holding my breath as he talked. My husband is cool, but I feel bad for ghosting my side dude. I want to finish what we started or at least explain what happened. Should I call him and see if he's mad?
I'll be damned.
Wow, you get a gift handed to you, and all you could think of is jumping back into the fire with your side dude. How stupid can you be? I mean, you got away with cheating free and clear. Your husband could have walked in on you. You know that, right? What are you doing? I mean, I hope your husband finds out at this point because you don't deserve him. And please don't get comfortable because your husband could still find out when the real tenant gets in there and your husband has to go over to collect the rent or something. I don't know. But all you care about is what your side dude is thinking. Should you call him and see if he's mad? Has he called you to see if you're okay? To see what happened? I'm pretty sure the answer to that is no. I think you're playing with fire. I say don't call that man. My advice to you is to leave him alone and thank God that you made it out of a crazy situation that could have cost you your marriage. But you obviously don't care about your marriage or you wouldn't have been there in the first place. Steve?
It's crazy. It's really? Letter crazy. The whole time I'm reading this letter, I had a thought in my head, and I'll share it with you when I feel up to it.
Okay.
Her and this woman and her husband moving out this rental house they had, right? So she went back to the house to get some of her stuff. And she said, I told my side dude to meet me there. You know, when people start letters like this, just typed it just as normal. You know, like this just, you know. This is just this when you know the letter finna be crazy. When you type something that ain't normal, come out of nowhere, and you just normalize it by just putting it in the letter. My husband and I were moving out of a rental house. I went back to the house to get some of my stuff, and I told my side dude to meet me there. Where that come from? It's just. Lady, this ain't how you tell stories. You know, start off with, hey, y'all, I'm writing y'all. I know this gonna sound crazy and I messed up, but here's what happened. And to prepare us. Then we know there's something ignorant finna happen in this letter. But you just typed in it, I told my side to told me meet me there. And we had just met a few days before, so I wanted to spend some one-on-one time with him. How this your side dude? Y'all just met the other day.
True.
Crazy.
Damn.
Crazy.
He rubbed every inch of my body and then lifted me up on the kitchen counter and was kissing me like crazy. And just as we started taking our clothes off, what? Ain't this house empty?
Yeah.
Didn't y'all move out? Ain't no bed? What? Just as we started taking our clothes off, in an empty ass house? Ain't you supposed to fold the clothes up or hang them somewhere and throw them across a chair? They just in what? See how this letter is full of craziness, but she's just talking normal. That's why I know there's something wrong with her. Because she done typed all this crazy mess. And I want to spend some one-on-one time when he rubbed every inch of my body, lifted me up on the kitchen counter, and was kissing me like crazy. Well, then, just we started taking our clothes off. See, this don't even, I'm trying to sound regular. I heard a knock at the door. I figured it was my nosy neighbor, so I ignored her, you know, and I got back-to-back calls from my husband, and I ignored those too. You didn't think them two was the same? I was trying to hurry up and have sex so I could get home before my husband expected. What? I was trying to hurry up and have sex and get back home before my husband suspected anything. That's your damn statement? This ain't normal. Man, bye.
The crazy. All right, Steve, just hang on. Hang on, breathe, hang on. We'll have part 2 of your response coming up at 23 minutes after today's Strawberry Letter subject. I was hiding the whole time. We'll get back into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, come on. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. The subject, I was hiding the whole time.
The letter starts off about this woman and her husband moving out this rental house. She was going back to the house to get some of her stuff. So she told her side dude to meet her there. That's just how the letter started, just as crazy, like it's normal. We had just met a few days before. I don't know how this your side dude, y'all just met. And I wanted to spend some one-on-one time with him. Well, how'd y'all meet? Anyway, he rubbed every inch of my body, and then he lifted me up on the kitchen counter and was kissing me like crazy. And just as we started taking our clothes off, wait a minute. I thought you said you just wanted to spend some one-on-one time with him. That's what you said. You had just met him a couple of days ago. Now y'all naked in the kitchen up on the counter with no furniture in the house. Just as we started taking our clothes off, I heard a knock at the door, and I figured it was my nosy neighbor, so I ignored her. I got back-to-back calls from my husband. I ignored those too. You didn't put them two together, that knocking them calls? You didn't think them two was the same? Mm-hmm. You just, okay, I ignored them. I was trying to hurry up and have sex so I could get home before my husband suspected anything. What? You was trying to hurry up this one-on-one time. You was trying to hurry up and have some sex. Anyway, my side dude had my toes curling when we heard somebody trying to get in the front door. Okay, now I'm assuming the toes was curling because y'all had started an activity. Then y'all heard somebody trying to get in the front door. It was my husband, and he was knocking really hard and calling my name. Phyllis!
Not Phyllis.
Phyllis!
Phyllis.
Phyllis!
Phyllis.
Okay, now we got a problem now. Because now your ass is up on the counter, damn near naked, with your toes curling, and your husband outside beating on this door and calling your damn name. I ran upstairs. Well, the reason you ran and the dude knew something was up, because that was your name. He had Phyllis up on the counter, and the dude outside was hollering, Phyllis! So he added that up. I ran upstairs and hid in the attic. My side dude went to the front door. I would have never done that. I would have never done that, because if I hear a knock and I look out this window and I see it's a dude out there that's calling the girl's name that I'm in the house with, I'm not going to the front door. But your side dude went up there and said he was a new tenant and he stopped by to see the house and he's the only one here. Well, I didn't tell him I was married, but he lied for me anyway. He didn't lie for you. No. He was lying so his ass could get out that front door. This ain't had nothing to do with you. He knew you was in trouble because a man was outside calling. He didn't lie for you. He lied for himself. What he can't do is let this man know, whoever this girl is you was outside beating on this door, calling for, and now you got a key and you done came in here. I can't let you know I had her up on this counter half naked, curling her toes. So I didn't even tell him I was married. He lied for me anyway. My husband said he was sorry for bothering him. My heart was beating out my chest, and I wasn't leaving from my hiding place. So my side dude called my name many times and searched all over for me. Phyllis. 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 Phyllis, he gone. Because he want to get back up on this kitchen counter.
He's trying to get back in there.
Phyllis. My heart beat. My side dude called my name many times, searched all over for me. I sat in the attic till after he left. When I got home, my husband said he thought he saw my car down the street from our old house. So he stopped by and he met the new tenant. I was holding my breath as he talked. My husband is cool, but I feel bad for ghosting my side dude. Well, if you didn't ghost him, guess what? Both of y'all right now would be ghosts. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, both of y'all be ghosts right now. I want to finish what we started, or at least explain what happened. Should I call him and see if he's mad?
What?
Well, let me tell you. he got some questions when you do call him. Your explanation gonna come in the form of a question. Hey, who was that at the door? Oh, that was my husband. Why you ain't tell me you was married? Right. No, you could have got me killed up in here. And where was you when I was calling you? I was upstairs laying in that pink insulation. Did you hear me calling you? Yeah, but I couldn't come out. Now, lady, I don't know what you... First of all, I read this letter. I'm thinking, this a dude here. This is a letter that a dude would write. Secondly, lady, you're not good at this. This ain't what you do. God gives us all a warning shot. Mm-hmm. Now, you done got yours. You got a warning earlier. This one, he took a piece of your ear off because your husband came and knocked on the door. So you done something shady before, because this ain't your first side dude, I don't think. And do you not have any women's intuition? When you heard that knock on the door and them phone calls, ain't nothing tell you this my husband? Because most women will go, hold it, whoa. I got a knock on the door and he calling. That might be him. Let me stop. No, you had
post
to
your comments on today's Strawberry Letter at Steve Harvey FM on Instagram and Facebook, and check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on the free iHeartRadio app. You can download it today. Coming up at 46 minutes after the hour, we got Junior and Sports Talk right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for Junior and Sports Talk. What you got, Junior?
Man, the whole sports world is in New York. Everything. The New York Liberty. They got the New York Mets, the Yankees. Everything just in New York, man. What a game last night in the WNBA Finals as the New York Liberty take a 2-1 lead with a last-second shot by Sabrina Ionescu to give them the game winner, 80-77, best-of-5 series. New York Liberty in the lead over there. Yeah. Then you got the Yankees, man. They lead the Guardians 2-0. They got a game tonight, Game 3 for the New York Yankees and the Cleveland Guardians. That's good news for y'all, Uncle Cleveland. The Guardians, they in the ALCS. They down there. That's good. No, Browns, don't worry about
playoffs.
Yeah. This is the championship series. Yeah, this is go to World Series. So they down 2-0 right now, but they got a game tonight. So we're gonna see if they can pull that off. They be down 2-1. Yeah, they down 2-0.
Yeah.
You excited?
Yeah. Not no more. I ain't.
You don't know.
We go down to anything, we gone. Pretty much gone.
Whether it's basketball, baseball, 2-0.
Can we go down to? I just start the hope just starts leaving.
All right, man. Well, we got the Dodgers up 2-1 over the Mets. They got Game 4 tonight. They won 8-0 over the Mets last night. But the Dodgers, Mets, you gotta see how that goes. 2-1 Dodgers. I know Kat is happy right now. Also, I had to tell you this, man, I had to figure this out. I wouldn't look it back up, but Tom Brady owns 10% of the Las Vegas Raiders. 10. Minority owner, but he owns 10%. But the Raiders are worth $6.7 billion. That's $670 million there.
Well, that's what it's worth. He don't have that.
Can he sell it and get that?
I'll sell anything I have for $670.
Everybody got a price. Everybody.
That's an investment to Tom, but you'll sell it.
Yeah. You
I sell everything.
Kids, grandkids.
You can't sell.
Come through here with this check.
Wait a minute. The children not yours, Uncle. You gonna sell? They're not your kids.
Them your grandkids. You can't sell.
Them grandkids.
Well, if somebody wants to buy grandkids, what about
Finish, Junior, please.
All right, Uncle, let's look at this, man. Tonight, we got the Broncos and the Saints. How do you feel about this one, man? Broncos and the Saints tonight.
I got to pull for the Saints because Carla's house going to be just a complete mess, as is mine.
Yeah.
It is a mess. It's a mess. They keep losing. Come on, Saints. Who that?
Yeah. Because this is they had 4 straight losses. They had 2 wins in a row, then 4 straight losses.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
We ain't had 2 wins in a row yet, so.
Go ahead, Junior.
All right, Junior. Thank you. Coming up at the top of the hour, a young man needs some advice from social media. He says, I don't want to be a roofer. I don't want to be a roofer. We'll talk about that right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, so Steve, this is from Corey on Steve Harvey FM. Corey says, I'm a senior in high school and now looking at colleges in which to apply. And that's something my pops is not the least bit happy with. 30 years ago, my dad started a roofing business, and he's done very well with it. Over the last 3 years, he's dropped multiple not-so-subtle hints that he would love to retire and can't wait for me to take over the business. The problem is I have zero interest in roofing or running his business. I helped out a little over the summer to earn some side cash and found it boring, tedious, hot, and miserable. I don't want to do that for the rest of my life. I can't have that conversation with him, though, because when I try to talk about it, he acts like I'm sugar honey iced teaing all over his legacy and disrespecting the life he's trying to give me. Is there a way to talk about this without him tripping on me or the fact that I want to live my own life, not his? Good question.
Yeah, that's a tough one. That's really, really a tough one. But this is really something that your father's going to have to arrive at the conclusion of. I think you should probably sit your father down. You're going to have to tell him eventually because it's not what you want to do. And it's unfair of your father to impose his will or wishes of your life projections on you. Because this is what he sees for you. But if you don't see it for yourself, it's going to be hard to live that life. And so I think you're going to have to sit your father down and say, Dad, I'm really grateful, man, for all you've done for our family. I'm really, really grateful for the example you've been of hard work and excellence. And I'm really appreciating what the lifestyle you've given us. But Dad, this is my dream and my vision. This is where I want my life to go. I'm not a roofer. I'm not as good as you. I don't have the gift you got. And I don't even have the same desire you have, Dad. I'm just a different person. And I really wish you'd give me your blessings to pursue my life so I can get on a path that's right for me. Now, what I will do is go to college and take up marketing and economics. And when you're ready to retire, I'll help you with the buyout plan for your company, and we can sell it. And you could make far more money in the buyout plan than you could by ever having me continue to run it. So maybe we sell your business and then you retire and then everything, you can get all the benefits from it. That's a smarter play right there. But when you tell your father that you don't want to do something, you have to have an alternative. But you got to be a young man. I think you got to think this retirement plan out to help your dad. Because he sees his son taking over his business. I see my sons doing certain things too, and they haven't lined up for them all. They just haven't. And I had to understand that they have the right to pursue their own life. What I feel about my accomplishments and things that I want to leave for you, if you don't want them, what I'm leaving them for. That's why everybody out the wheel. I'm not leaving nothing to nobody. We're going to spend 85% of our money. We're not going to have but 15% left when we pull up out of here. That's all. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
That was a good way to put it, though, for the young man. That was a great job. I couldn't have told
I
that.
like that. I like that.
I couldn't did that.
Yeah.
That was a tough question. Like, how do you say
it is a tough question, man. It's a difficult situation for the young man to be in, but it's a tough situation for your father to be in. Because sometimes as older people, we can be a little bit stubborn with what we want and what we see and we expect because they're our children to see it our way. It's not the way it works. And I've had to learn that because I all have children who are decision-making ages and they've made some decisions I don't agree with, but I did the same thing when I was growing up, made a lot of decisions. Just going into comedy was the only person who thought I should was my father. Brothers, sisters, friends, ex, everybody thought it was just a piss poor decision. Dumbest thing you could do.
Man.
Wow.
I didn't have one friend that thought I should do it except Russell Middlebrooks out of Cleveland. That's the only dude.
Okay. All right. Hopefully that young man will take that great advice. Yeah. We'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show coming up at 20 minutes after, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, when the weather cools off and the leaves start falling, that can only mean one thing, and you know what it is. That means it's cuffing season again. It's that time of year when single people want a partner to cozy up with before the holidays. According to Dating.com, a low-pressure approach to dating is always the way to go, and no one likes drama. Nearly 71% of daters are looking for someone who's easygoing and relaxed, while 85% want a partner with similar interests and activities for cuffing season. According to Essence.com, you should already have started drafting for cuffing season, okay? Halloween and Thanksgiving are right around the corner, and remember, cuffing season ends around late March. So here's a question for you guys. Do you have any tips on cuffing season? Any tips?
Well, first of all, the person you need to cuff with, fellas, need to be around your weight or a little bit more. That's about it. About around your weight a little bit more. That's it. So, if you about 150, she's about 160. Somewhere.
Why is there a
for
weight
warmth?
requirement?
For warmth, Shirley.
Oh. You got covers. You got covers for that.
No. See, that's a good rule.
Okay. All right.
You need to cuffing. You got to make sure that the other person want to be cuffed with you. Yeah, scooting up on the person that don't want you under them. That's very worrisome.
They need to have that. Because we're not going out. It's snowing out there. We can't go out.
Coming up at 33 minutes after. Thank you, guys. We'll play a round of Would You Rather right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for a round of Would You Rather. Would you rather, while sleeping with your mouth open, think about that, would you rather swallow a fly or would you rather swallow a moth? Wow.
I'm going to swallow that fly, get it over with. That moth going to choke your ass a little bit. Then he furry and all this, his big ass wings.
Yeah.
All right. Would you rather fight a chicken every time you get in your car? Or would you rather fight a squirrel every time you got in your car? Junior?
Man, I'm gonna go with the chicken. I can't see myself fighting no squirrel. Chicken.
Really?
Yeah.
Fry them up later.
I eat chicken.
Right. Get some wings.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about squirrel.
Steve?
Oh, I'm chicken fighting all day. That squirrel, little punk ass, got rabies, everything.
Yeah. How would a chicken get in your car? All right. Would you rather have a never-ending bowl of ice cream, or would you rather never have a never-ending supply of German chocolate cake? Are we doing ice cream, or are we doing German chocolate cake?
I have to go with ice cream.
Yeah, I got to go with ice cream.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Really? As much as you love German chocolate cake?
As much as I love German chocolate cake.
What's your flavor? Ice cream?
Oh, it's several. Cookie dough is outstanding. Butter pecan is like amazing. Oreo can be very
Oreo. Cookies and cream and all that.
Cookies and cream, Lord have mercy.
All right.
Yeah, Neapolitan is really good.
All three. Yeah.
Neapolitan.
As long as it's ice cream.
Haagen-Dazs got a new flavor out, pralines and bourbon, and Lord have mercy.
tried that one.
Lord, Father God.
I've not tried that one. I got to check that one out.
Woof.
All right. Would you rather, is keeping in the food range, would you ever rather always smell like an onion, or would you rather always smell like garlic? Wow.
Oh, I'm gonna smell like onion.
That garlic is trifling on a whole nother level.
Yeah. Comes through the skin.
Yeah, garlic.
So onion it is.
Onions. Yeah.
You stank either way.
Yeah.
Didn't you have a friend called Onion Arms?
Yeah. You can call him OA in front of girls. But that would let him know, hey man, you need to back up. You're strong. You're strong. Like if he be talking to some girls and I know he reeking because he didn't know he stank. We walk up and go, oh hey, what's up with your boy? Then he know, I'm giving it. Yeah, way too much.
What was his first name?
Yeah.
What was his first name?
John Moore.
John.
All right.
Moore. Okay.
Thanks,
John
guys.
Moore.
Coming up at 49 minutes after, we'll close out the show. It's our last break of the day. We'll close it out with the one and only Steve Harvey right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, here we are, last break of the day. And Steve, we have another call for you. This is a guy who left a message about the election. Check it out.
Hey, everybody, this is Casey. So I have two things on my mind right now. Firstly, I want to start off with these blacks for Trump. All these blacks for Trump that think that Trump's going to help benefit the black person, when they know good and well, he will never benefit. He will never help out blacks. He's benefiting off of them. He's never going to help these black folks. And I'm just...
That was it. He just hung up after
faded
that.
out.
I'm through with this here. These blacks for Trump. It's I guess the frustration for me is I've been black longer than most people. I mean, at 67, I'm at an age where the people that's older than me, that number is small. The people that's younger than me, that number is massive. Because I'm at the age where people just start checking out. So I've been black for a long time. And it has been an honor of mine. It has been one of the true blessings. Now, in every blessing that comes with a price. And it has been challenging to be black in this United States of America. It has been more than a challenge. But it's also been worth it to me, because as I look at my life and all the grace and favor that God has shown me and the accomplishments he's allowed me to accomplish and receive and honors and the way I live my life and the respect I have and things of that nature, it also says to me that I did this in spite of the odds that were placed against me. And I know a lot of people out there feel this exact way. Those of you that have climbed the corporate ladder, that have strived and gotten yourself college educated, those of you that are in the postal system that reached a high level of position, the people at FedEx, DHL, wherever you are, a government agency, down at the bank, in your law office, wherever you've done to climb yourself up to the top, I know you know how difficult it has been. And I know you have all looked at some of your counterparts and went, how in the hell did they get that position or get that job? And you know why, and you know how. And so for us, as well as myself, it has been an honor to accomplish this. But as I've accomplished it, man, I also look at the people who don't understand how difficult it is and act like you get to just be another way because you want to decide that. Like you just want to be a black for Trump because you want to fit in. That's the only reason I can think that a person will want to be a black for Trump is because you want to be accepted. That's the only thing I got for you, because you cannot be serious. You cannot factually tell me what Trump has done for blacks. I've been sitting here waiting to find out what that is. So when I see blacks for Trump, I be wanting to go, well, show me how Trump is for blacks. See, y'all, so the only thing I can figure is you've got to be wanting to be accepted. I keep telling y'all, man, that ain't how this thing works. Look, you want to get accepted, just get as high up on the ladder as you can get. Make your climb be steady and strong. Be an example to young people that they can climb the corporate ladder, that they can go to college, that they can make it at Home Depot, that they can make it at Lowe's, that they can make it at the post office, that they can make it at FedEx. Be that example. Be the first one in your family to start a business. Be that type of person right here. Use some pride. But if you think you can just voluntarily go over there and cross that bridge to the other side, I am here to tell you that ain't how it works, because that other side ain't committed to you crossing over. Now, you can go over there, but this is how I did it. I built a bridge to the other side. I got a game show that crossed over. I had TV shows that crossed over. I do speaking engagements that cross over. I do motivational videos that cross over. I got a radio show that crosses over. I got TV shows that cross over. I've done a lot of crossing over, but you know what I did? I built a bridge so that the people on the other side could come see me and feel okay about it. What I did not do was build a bridge and then cross the bridge, leave my people over here, and then go over there. Because I got news for you. When the bridge burned down, how you come back? There ain't no way back home. Now you got to stay over there. And you're going to find out over there different. You can ask Herschel Walker. This is the best example I can give to you of late. How they went and got somebody and he put his all in all into crossing over for Donald Trump. He was crossing over to go and going to run for an office so they could get control of another control of a seat in a red state. When he lost that election and was giving them ignorant ass speeches and was saying all that stupid mess about a bull going on the other side of the fence, when they found out and he didn't win that election, do you see what happened to him? He crossed over, but he left us to go over there. He never really wanted to be over here no way. But ain't no bridge back to us. And now he's ostracized. They don't want nothing to do with him. Stop this foolishness. You are a black for Trump when Trump ain't ever been for blacks or never will. Now, damn it, let's vote. That's all I got to say. Have a good day. Holla.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.